I'm Brian Christner, and this is The Byte, a bite-sized podcast about containers, cloud, and tech.
Welcome back to the Byte, episode number 79. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the Byte actually, because I transformed the Byte. The Byte is no longer just a podcast, it's actually grown. It's growing up, it is coming of age. So, what is the Byte now? The Byte has transformed. I'm still going to be doing podcasts. I'm going to try to do an episode a week as I've done in the past. And it's also going to focus on training. So I want to focus on cloud native type trainings. And the first training that launches actually today is traffic training. So there was a missing gap in the industry for any type of training surrounding traffic. And I thought, hey, why not? I have a lot of experience with 56K, and I'm going to build this Byte platform as a training platform, totally separate, its own entity. And I'm going to build it into an online learning platform for cloud native tooling. And the first thing I'm going to focus on is traffic training. And I reached out to the team within 56K. They thought it was a great idea. The engineers within the team also, working with traffic daily. So we built all these resources and took all this experience that we had and actually baked in this real world experience into the course. That's first and foremost. And I'm going to switch my screen so you can actually see what the Byte looks like. There you go. So there's the Byte and thebyte.io. The podcasts are still there. They're just on a separate link now. So I think it's a podcast. Yes, podcast thebyte.io. It still exists. Just change the URL so it's all under the same URL. But now there's an accelerator, and the accelerator is really focused on coaching. I want to coach people on cloud native. So how do we kick off cloud native? What is the process to greenfield, brownfield, whatever the project you have to kick off my project? Choosing from this cloud native landscape. If I just check it out over here, the cloud native landscape.cncf.io is massive. There's 1,400 cards on this website, just huge. So where do I choose, what storage to use or what database, what platform, all these questions. And I want to help dissect these questions and build it into a course to help people understand how we can actually choose what technologies based on what the community is doing, based on what industry is doing, and help you build your projects. If we go back, you can see at project kickoff, we just really define your requirements. We figure out what's going on. We translate it into a roadmap, and then I'll be coaching you because I've used a lot of these tools. I know how they work, the industry behind them, the companies behind them, and then we plan how we implement this for you. And I'll coach you all along the way. So that's the coaching aspect. Then there's the training aspect. So training is where I'm starting, and I just launched today, like I said, the traffic training. So the Complete Traefik Training Course is available today. And you ask yourself, what is traffic? Well, brilliant. I have a course that tells you everything there is to know about it. And the purpose of this course is to take all this experience we have from consulting and bring it to this course because we want real world experience and apply it in this course so you can go from zero to production. That's really the aim. And additionally, we have lots of labs, we have lots of templates, bootstraps, and you can use this to kind of just get started. And the focus of the course is to learn how to configure traffic, deploy it, and maintain it after you deploy it. So all three of these topics we will cover in this course. It's over 5 hours of videos, 20 different labs, all open source labs. So you can jump in and grab the templates anytime. And that's what I built up to bring back to you because I'm super passionate about open source and giving back to the community. And I thought this was the best way. And, the Corona COVID-19 times has kind of motivated me to bring this forward because I always talked about it. And I said, I should really, build my courses online because I can share it with more people. And previously, I always did these courses on site at customers, at workshops, at different things. And now, we're not doing workshops, we're not doing in-person stuff anymore. So I transitioned all that to basically the platform now, the Byte. So this is all available. today to get you up and running. And the idea is I'm going to also coach you in this. So if you have questions, hey, my production's not working, or I want to try this, I'm going to be available in the Slack channel. So you can just ping me, ask me these questions, and I'll try to help you through these challenges. And that's the first course I want to focus on. There's other courses also that I want to kind of focus on in the cloud native landscape because it is massive, as I mentioned. If you just look at this landscape, try picking Kubernetes out just first glance. Close your eyes, open them. Where's Kubernetes? Yeah, it takes a little while. Okay, it's a bigger logo. I can see it. Yes, it's over here. But all these surrounding technologies are just as important for building up our cloud native landscape, our architecture. And that's my idea is basically take a dart, throw it at the board here or the landscape and pick new technologies all the time and say, hey, what is this technology? How do I enable it? Does it bring value to my company or my project or my little thing I'm trying to build? Yes or no? And we try to explore these different things. We start going through more and more of these tools every week and really understand. And if it gains enough interest, then we can kind of build it out into a course. I'll build some bootstrap templates, and we can kind of build a mini course around these as well. That's my goal of the Byte is really, break down the landscape into really consumable bytes, the Byte, and share it back with you. That's my aim. And I want to start doing this as much as possible and really provide you back this value. And that's my goal. I'm going to continue doing this. The traffic training, if I just jump back to that for a second, you can see it was built in partnership with 56K. So the team over there, super valuable. I'm obviously a co-founder, so I have to speak very highly of them as well, but they're great. They're just, great feedback, just great people all around, and really helped me shape this course. Next up is Traffic Containers. As of yesterday, they rebranded their company to Traffic Labs, which I totally agree with because everyone calls them Traffic anyway, even though it's called Containers. So I need to update my logos here, but they are now called Traffic Labs. And they helped me design the syllabus and really target the training on what's the target audience, what should we really communicate in this training. And I think we did a good job in building out the course and what we're trying to cover. And it's a living course. It doesn't stay static because we're going to continually update it as versions come available. Going to continue adding new sections. So it's going to keep growing. Now, who's the course intended for? I would really say, I would say developers, obviously, system admins, operations, anyone interested in networking and modern microservice architectures, management, you name it. But I think everyone would be interested if you're using Docker, Kubernetes, microservices, this course is for you. It's designed so you don't need any experience with Traffic or Docker or Kubernetes to start. And we can go from zero to production and understand how to maintain it after the fact as well. Now, about myself, the instructor, obviously, if you've listened to this podcast for a while, I am Brian Christner. I'm a Docker captain. You can actually see it here. Oh, there we go. So I am an official person, and I'm also a Traffic ambassador. So I work close with Traffic. I work with the community, and I'm taking all this and trying to combine it into the course. So that's really the goal. My Traffic training launch, the Byte launch, everything in one go. And we have customers and students actually in the course right now. You see, we have 3 people that have actually given me feedback, which I'm super stoked for. And it's continually more students coming online. And I got a few more today, which I'm really stoked for. And I want to communicate with these people and these students and share knowledge and answer questions. And that's what this course is all about, is sharing knowledge and enabling you to be able to deliver your project with Traffic or other cloud native tools. So go check it out. Give me feedback, good or bad. I'm open. And I'm really excited for this new venture I'm exploring. That's episode number 79. I know it's a lot to take in. Let me switch back to my main screen here. Whoa, wait. Got a new webcam finally. It's only taken 6 weeks to get. Everybody in the world is trying to get webcams, but yeah, I'm excited. It is my new passion. This is the Byte platform. Going to start blogging a bit more again and sharing all the information that comes up. I'm also going to do some YouTube live videos. I'm going to post more out to YouTube, including this podcast. And every podcast going forward will also be a YouTube video, and I'll do some more deep dives from the CNCF landscape. So we'll take a technology, we'll take it apart, deploy it, understand it, then discuss it. That's the goal. So this is episode 79. Join me next week, and we will talk about some new CNCF technologies that hopefully you don't know about and I introduce you to. Great. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Byte. You can find the show notes at thebyte.io and follow me on Twitter at I Do My Own Tricks.